Saturday's game is a good teaching tool to kind of pound home that point of you guys have to be that team that with the chip and that plays hard all the time?
Yeah, we definitely did. You know, you don't have a lot of time to dwell on it and a lot of time to talk about it, but we try to get our point across as quickly as we can. Then you got to move on to Iowa State, but you would hope by this point that they understand, and I think they do, that that was not our best performance, and that there was things we didn't play to our identity and do some things we're capable of doing. But give TCU credit. But yeah, I think we got the point across. I think they understand. But with that said, we don't have a whole lot of time to dwell on it, and like we would maybe a month and a half ago.
You know, I heard you on the radio this morning. I think you said you called Iowa State the best offensive team in the nation. You think, if not one of the best.
Yeah.
You know, is it because I guess kind of their style of offense is hard to deal with?
Well, that you know, they score a lot of points, and that's at this level. There may be some other teams that all they do is just try to score and don't play any defense that are high-scoring teams, but they can do both. Their numbers speak for itself. They have skilled offensive players, so that's the reason I think they're one of the top offensive teams, as well as they're very, very good defensively. I mean, their defense complements their offense. So, yeah, I think I don't think it's any big statement. I think everybody kind of understands, you know, how talented and how good they are. You know, they're ranked 14th in America. I don't think they've ever been out of the top 15 this year or whatever it is. So, you know, Fred's done a terrific job with this team.
On top of that, and I don't know what the reason is, you probably do, I don't, the games with these two teams, the last 2 years have been rock'em sock'em. It's been crazy.
Yeah, there's really no way to explain it. There's no, I don't, you know, like you said, I don't know either why. I mean, both teams just played good games, competitive games. I don't think there's any really reason why.
Yeah, neither team can get an edge over the other. I mean, they're just scratch and claw all the way to the wire.
Yeah, we've played some good games, no question. There's been some tight games and some crazy endings and different things like that, but I don't really have an explanation for it.
This question could die in a hurry if you haven't seen the promo on ESPN, but are you a better dancer than Fred Hoiberg?
No, he's pretty impressive. I talked to him about it when we were down there, or up there in Ames. Pretty impressed with his abilities. So, no, I'm not big on dancing.
Hey, Coach, can you give me the thoughts on the Big 12 conference, the strength as a whole, top to bottom?
Well, I think it's universally known this is the toughest league in America. I don't think that's disputed by anyone at this point. And the reason for that is, yes, we have great teams in this league from top to bottom. We play everybody twice. You know, it's just it's a battle. It's you know, the mental toll it takes. Things like that. It's I don't think there's many I don't know of any that can compare to it at this point for what we have to go through game by game for, you know, 2 months or so. It's a competitive league from top to bottom, and you can see, and the results are kind of speaking for itself. You know, you look at the different games that are being played so far, and I think a sign of a good league is you know, what you do non-conference, and we all did our job non-conference, and then you get in league, and on any given night you're not necessarily surprised when there could be a so-called upset. You know, I know TCU beat us the other day, and I've heard some rational people say, you know, yeah, Oklahoma State was probably picked to win, but it's not a huge, you know, they've been close a lot, they've beaten some good teams, and you go down the line. Yeah, you know, tough loss by us, and I don't, you know, we were probably, you know, picked to win the game, but that doesn't mean anything in this league. Night in, night out doesn't mean anything in this league, and I think that just shows the strength of this league.
In the long run, to kind of make a run in the Big 12 tournament or anything, do you feel like you still need to get a bit more out of guys like Shine and Hammonds and those guys?
Absolutely, there's no question. It's a must. It's a necessity. Any other word you want to use, absolutely. We've got to get play out of everybody. And you know, there's no secret when we're at our best. So, yeah, we have to. Yeah, definitely. And we're coaching those guys up every day, trying to make sure they understand it, and I think they do, and they're trying. And I think a lot of these guys have some good basketball in them, I hope. That's important for our team.
Can a guy kind of have the light bulb go on this late in the season?
What's that now?
Can a guy have his light bulb go on at this stage of the season where?
Oh, absolutely. You can have a guy who can start playing his better basketball, or it may just be one game. Maybe one game this guy steps up, and then the next game another guy steps up. You never know at this time of year. You need to win games, and if one guy steps up, says it's going to be my night, and he may not do nothing else the rest of the year, that's fine. That's fine. I've seen that happen before, and we're that tight team, I hope, because as you guys know, we don't have the superstars, so we're that type team that it could be a whole list of guys that could possibly have a good night.
Just as long as it's somebody each night, right?
Yeah, I don't care who it is. I don't care. Yeah. Very good.
Thanks.
All right, easy enough.